Hey guys, this is EJ Holland with the Wolverine.com. Before we get into this week's Recruit of the Week, I want to invite you to subscribe to the Wolverine.com. Just $10 until next football season. Take advantage of this limited offer, just $10 until August of 2023. All right, guys, this week's Recruit of the Week has some Michigan State flavor. And what better time to sign up for the Wolverine.com than this week? It's rivalry week. We're going to go ahead and talk about on 300 2024 linebacker Jeremiah Beasley out of Belleville, Michigan. Michigan State is considered the recruiting prediction machine leader right now over at On 3. His brother plays at Michigan State, so we'll see if family ties prevail or if this superior program prevails, obviously being Michigan. This is a heated battle early on the recruiting trail. He's been to Michigan on several occasions, including last month for an unofficial visit. He has friends that are committed, such as Samaj Morgan. They played 7-on-7 together, friends on the team. The staff has ties here. Obviously, area recruiters Steve Klinkscale and Ron Bellamy are well connected throughout the state of Michigan. And Beasley is quickly developing good relationships with linebackers coach George Hilo and defensive coordinator Jesse Minter. I thought the most recent visit to Michigan went well. I had a chance to see Jeremiah on the sideline. Looked like he was having a really good time. I do think that Michigan can win him over despite his family ties to Michigan State. Again, Michigan is the superior program, but more than that, Jeremiah Beasley is a really smart kid off the field. He's a 4.0 GPA kid. He values what Michigan can offer in the classroom. And so I think that's a definite plus when it comes to comparing Michigan and Michigan State. And obviously you look at what Michigan's done with its young linebackers, including a guy like Junior Colson, and Beasley's game kind of resembles Colson a little bit. We'll talk more about that in a bit. But you see what Michigan's done with its defense, what it's done with its linebackers. You have a guy in Jesse Minter who has some NFL experience as well, which is definitely appealing. So again, I think Michigan can win the in-state prospect over. Now, I know this is a Belleville kid, and anytime you bring up Belleville, it incites an argument on message board communities. But I'm just going to downplay that, man. Like, I really don't think Beasley being a part of the Belleville program is going to have any negative effect on Michigan. I know there's been some, whatever you want to call it, fences that are being mended. But at the same time, I really don't think that's going to have any type of impact with Beasley. Beasley's his own dude. And like I said, he's a smart dude. He's going to make the best decision for himself. As far as him as a player, I absolutely love Beasley. He's one of the most undervalued prospects nationally. I think the talent in the state of Michigan in 2024, and this will probably get me in trouble, is a tad bit overrated. I mean, we talk about so many other guys, and I often feel like Beasley is just left out of the conversation. Like, I honestly believe Beasley has an argument as the top player in the state of Michigan next cycle. Right now, he's rated as the number 5 guy in Michigan by On 3 and the number 240 overall prospect nationally. He's rated as the number 9 player in the state of Michigan in the consensus, which is a weighted ranking of all 4 major recruiting services, which is stupid. I mean, can you name 8 players in the state of Michigan that are better than Jeremiah Beasley? No, that's trash. So anyway, the reason I love Beasley so much is, look, he's 6'1", 210. 6'1" doesn't bother me a whole lot. I know some people want to knock him for his height. I mean, look, when you're a traditional backer, you're going to be around that size for the most part, so it doesn't bother me at all. He is the perfect fit for Michigan's scheme. He's extremely fast for a linebacker. He covers a lot of ground. He's comfortable playing in space. He gets sideline to sideline in a hurry. Michigan values athletic linebackers that can do that. We talked about Junior Colson. That is what made Junior Colson special at the high school level and what made him a freshman All-American. Deuce Spurlock last cycle, a little more underrated, but same type of traits. Both of those guys, Colson and Spurlock, played offense at the high school level and were known for their speed and ability to get sideline to sideline. Pursuit was terrific. Same thing with Beasley. He played a lot of running back early on in his high school career, still plays some running back now. just get sideline to sideline in a hurry, man. And he's a plus in pass coverage. I saw him throughout the offseason playing 7-on-7 with Sound Mind, Sound Body's Max X team. They played against some of the best teams nationally, and he was great in pass coverage. And I think all that work in the offseason has definitely helped him out here as a junior on the field. There was even one tournament where I saw him playing cornerback, which is crazy to think about a linebacker playing corner, and he looked just fine. He has great hips, great feet from his time playing running back. So again, he is the perfect fit in Michigan's scheme. You want a guy who's athletic. You want a guy with speed. You want a guy who can cover. That's Jeremiah Beasley. On top of that, he's a winner. Obviously, he helped lead Belleville to a state championship last year. Again, he's a 4.0 kid, so he would be a great fit off the field for Michigan. And he is just a silent assassin, man. He doesn't talk much. He doesn't do much trash talking on the field. It's hard to get him to say a word other than "What's up, EJ?" every time I see him. But man, he is just a guy that's so humble. He is a leader for his team. He's a leader in the Sound Mind, Sound Body program as well. There's a lot to like about Jeremiah Beasley, both as a player and as a kid. I think he is quietly one of the must-lands for Michigan next cycle. I know there are a lot of high-level linebackers also interested in 2024 that are high on the board for Michigan, but Beasley's right down the street. And I think his commitment would make waves throughout the state as well, and he would be a peer recruiter. So really high on Jeremiah Beasley. Again, I think he's one of the more undervalued guys nationally. I think he'll see a rise in the rankings, and I'm interested to see how the Michigan State battle goes for him. He does have a handful of other offers, but I think one of those two will likely win out. Anyway, for more information on recruiting, again, make sure to subscribe to thewolverine.com right now, just $10 until next football season.